Hey guys, while the game has been released years ago, maybe you may consider this guide a bit tardy, but it's never too late when it's about World Conqueror 4. And I realize I haven't done a guide on Conquest. You can check my playlist of World Conqueror guide here in the card, and there are lots of them with general review, game tips and stuff, but it was missing the Conquest. So let's do it. Conquest, you have a four period, 39, 43, 50, and 80. 80 is the toughest, with the terrorists. You can see the map. If you want to do 80, 3-star, I recommend you the US. You can check my video in the channel, but because in the United States you're quite isolated, the bulk of the enemy is far away. Okay, it's a 3-star in this case. So let's see, use this as an example. First of all, because this is an advanced mission, you have laser with X turns, so use it. In Conquest, what do we need to keep into mind? First of all, the technology. Now you start with a level 7 technology, and based on the technology, you can invest in your cities. You can put, for example, missiles. See here I can create a supply depot if I click on the plus sign to replenish the health of my units. Or I want to build a missile silo, for example. And here you can upgrade the missile depot, the supply depot to increase the health. Okay, don't exaggerate with that, but it's very useful. I use it particularly for missile and airport. In Conquest, it's not too much about the general, it's about the paratroopers. This is so important. So you need to continuously advance by destroying the city fortress and then throw the paratroopers. Okay, that's really the way to do it. So now I can demonstrate how to throw anyway a paratrooper. This is a level 3 city, maybe I don't have enough. I was too stupid. This goes with the level 1 city, unoccupied. I cannot demonstrate here because I don't have enough money. But anyway, you get the gig. So you always try to occupy city with the paratrooper. But also what you do, you send the paratrooper here. So in the next round, for example, your general, you have a good area. Let's say the good area and attack the city, and then this guy can rush it and take it instead of throwing another paratrooper later on, for example. So the point of Conquest at the beginning is really to be focused where to invest. So in this case, you have the East Coast, where Japan and Russia are quite solid, while on the West there is really nothing. There's just England defending. The European countries are quite weak. They get dominated fast. And so the first thing to do is, of course, upgrade your city, the biggest one. So this city is $120, but also is a 20 units in industry. That's not important. Go for definitely for the financial center, and now it's 180. In 3 turns, you've already amortized your investment, so that's a no-brainer to do. And then, at the beginning of the game, focus in building your generals, because that's what is really important. And then especially at the beginning, can give an important advantage. So here I have the rocket. I put, for example, Conan. I have the excellent medal. Many asking me, see the medal appear when you use it, allow you to have multiple shots. I don't have a unit to rush because I've done the stupid demo, otherwise I would have conquered it. So anyway, you save to put the units on your general to the top units. That's important. You've upgraded the city. You've identified the targets. And also you need to protect some of your borders. Okay, and then you should start thinking also medium term. So, for example, in this case, I know that this Hawaii is of strategic importance, and so because it will take me several turns to conquer, maybe I'll start sending this infantry unit that will get there in 7, 8 turns. Once there, of course, I need to have also some navy to support him, otherwise he won't be able to conquer the city by himself. Um, what else can be useful for you? Then, of course, you have the diplomacy. This is very basic compared to the European War 7. At the beginning of the game, don't spend money there, but once you have covered all your generals, built a basic of troops, and start generating income because you have already, let's say, 30 cities, then every turn, select a few allies which have a chance to win, a chance to defend themselves, so powerful, and give them, seed them money continuously. Technology in this game is pretty useless because you will have a lot, much more than you need, and do that. And then don't forget to leverage your atomic power when possible. We have that here, but this will be later in the game, and I don't use it too much to be honest. Um, that's about it. I mean, don't declare war to neutral countries. You just waste the time. You add turns. And the last point I want to say is really submarines. Submarines are cheap, and especially in the Conquest, it's very important to master the sea, to own the ocean. Because once you build 6 or 7 submarines, you're basically covering the whole ocean, and no land troops can cross. See, if you are the United States, you're caught in North America. Soon the enemies will try to cross the Atlantic to invade you, but with your submarine wolf pack, you're going to intercept any attack. And then use the submarine to occupy all the enemy's harbors. So by that you destroy the enemy fleet. And this is a big advantage, especially in the Mediterranean. There will be a lot of land troops crossing, and they will be sitting ducks if you have the harbor. Leverage, particularly for destroying the cities, the strategic bomber. Whenever you're going to see it, you see here there's Madrid as an airport level 4. That means that there's a strategic bomber, much more efficient in destroying city fortress, and then you send the paratrooper to conquer. Also, keep an eye. There are often cities without fortresses because they've been destroyed by your allies, and so you can steal them by just sending a paratrooper there. Or allied city that have been destroyed by the enemy but still not occupied in a game. You can snatch it. Okay, that's the point. Don't invest too much in land troops and move them around the globe. It takes forever. Faster to do the blitz just with the missile and air force plus paratrooper. I hope you enjoyed this mini guide. By the way, don't forget once you finish the Conquest, there is the Conquest screen. The achievement here shows empty just because I have relaunched my game. But you can see I've done a few videos, including 1980 Conquest, on the channel. Okay? Thank you for watching, and don't forget to subscribe to the channel and click like to the video.